All right, my littles. I have a book about a puppy called Puppy Love. It's actually about two puppies. And it has Bert and Ernie in it from Sesame Street, if you know them. It was a quiet morning on Sesame Street. Ernie and Bert were just finishing breakfast when the telephone rang. "Hello," said Ernie. "Sure, don't worry. You can count on us. Goodbye." "Ernie, who was that on the phone?" asked Bert. "Who can count on us?" "That was Barbara," said Ernie. "She called to ask us a favor, and I said we'd do it." "Oh, good," said Bert. "What kind of favor?" "Oh, it's nothing much," Bert said Ernie. "I just said we'd take care of Barbara's dog, Hulk, while she visits her grandmother today." "Ernie, we don't know the first thing about taking care of dogs," shouted Bert. "Don't worry, Bert. There's nothing to it," said Ernie. "Come on, we have to meet Barbara and Hulk." "Hi, Bert." "Hi, Ernie," said Barbara when they all met in front of Mr. Hooper's store. "I'm glad you can take care of Hulk. I know you'll do a really terrific job. I have to go now or I'll miss my bus. Bye." "What are we going to do with this dog, huh?" Ernie asked Bert. "I've got an idea, Bert," said Ernie as he saw Barkley the dog trotting toward them. "Hi, Barkley. Bert and I have to take care of this cute little puppy. Maybe you can give us a hand. I mean, paw." Barkley grabbed Hulk's leash and began leading the puppy down the street. "Come on, Bert," shouted Ernie. "Barkley's taking Hulk for a walk. I guess he's trying to tell us that puppies need exercise." Can't turn the page. At last, Ernie and Bert caught up with the dogs, and they all walked to the park. "Fetch, Hulk, fetch!" Barkley shouted Bert, tossing a stick across the lawn. "Let's play hide and seek," called Ernie, and he jumped behind a tree. "Bet you can't find me." After a while, Ernie and Bert and Barkley and Hulk plopped down under a shady tree. "Boy, am I tired and hungry," said Bert. "Yeah, so am I," said Ernie. "Come on, Bert," said Ernie. "Let's take Barkley and Hulk home and feed them some lunch. I bet they're hungry, too." "You were right, Ernie," said Bert as Barkley and Hulk ate their dog food. The dogs really were hungry and thirsty. "What should we do now, Bert?" asked Ernie when they had all finished eating. Before Bert could figure out an answer, Barkley dashed out the door and ran down Sesame Street. "Barkley, wait! Where are you going?" called Bert. By the time Ernie and Bert and Hulk ran outside, Barkley was back and he was dragging a long green garden hose. "Hey, Bert," said Ernie, "are you thinking what I'm thinking?" "I don't know," Ernie said. "Bert, what are you thinking?" "I am thinking that water washes things," said Ernie. "You mean things like puppies," said Bert. "That's it, Bert," said Ernie. "I'm thinking old Barkley here is telling us that part of taking care of a puppy is keeping him clean. I'm thinking he's telling us to give the puppy a bath." Do puppies usually like baths? I'll have to try it out and see. This puppy does. Look how happy he is. Bert got the dog shampoo. Ernie got his rubber ducky. They lathered Hulk with soap suds. Then, while Bert held the puppy gently, Ernie rinsed the suds off with cool water from the garden hose. He's getting all clean. Ernie and Bert dried Hulk and Barkley with a big towel. "Now what?" said Bert. "What do we do now?" "I don't know," said Ernie, "but I think Barkley does. See, he's brought us his brush." "He must want us to brush the puppy," said Bert. He picked up the brush and began to smooth out the little dog's fur. "Oh, wow," said Ernie. "Look how shiny and soft Hulk's coat is getting." "Right, Ernie," said Bert. "Let's brush Barkley next." When Ernie and Bert had brushed both dogs, they decided to go back inside. Bert set Hulk down in the middle of the living room floor. Hulk yawned a big yawn. "Hey, Ernie," said Bert, "I just thought of something else we could do." "What's that?" said Ernie. "We can make the puppy a bed," Bert answered. "We can use this nifty blanket and make him a nice, soft place to sleep." Does Hulk look tired? "Gee, Bert, a nap's not a bad idea," said Ernie when the dogs were asleep. "In fact, I wouldn't mind a little nap myself." But Ernie didn't rest for very long. "Bert, Ernie," called Barbara from outside, "I've come back to pick up Hulk." "We'll be right down," Bert shouted back. "Ooh, I'm getting sleepy." "Hi, Hulk," said Barbara. "It looks like you've had a good time." "Thanks, Ernie." "Thanks, Bert." "Thanks, Barkley." "Aw, it was nothing," said Bert. "We just took him for a walk and played games with him and fed him lunch. and washed him and brushed him and let him take a nap, said Ernie. And now we're going to miss him, they both said. You know, Ernie, said Bert, taking care of a pet is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. It sure is going to be lonely around here without a dog to take care of. Don't worry about it, Bert, said Ernie. I have a feeling we're going to have a dog to take care of very soon. Looks like maybe they're going to take care of Barkley. And that's the end of our story.